A blast from the past with the coach, Michael E. Mayden, as we go take you back down the road and we go share with you this interview with Sam Allen, Negro League player.
Hey, Coach.
How we doing there?
All right. Ready to rock and roll.
All right, sound like the coast is all clear.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, where did it all start from Mr. Sam Allen?
Well, it started, my grandfather, I lived with my grandfather. My mother was working in D.C., and I lived with my grandmother and grandfather first 6 or 7 years. My grandfather used to go to the baseball game every night because, baseball was cheap. And my grandma would make sure he carried me. So when he carried me, he had to come home after the game.
Now, wait a minute. I got to ask, was that little pint called moonshine?
No, but they had the moonshine at the ballpark, but they had moonshine though.
Okay, see, I'm a city boy. I don't know nothing about that moonshine now.
Yeah, they had the moonshine. They had that now. And so I started when I was in elementary school. I fell in love with her. It was segregated in Norfolk. We had to go to it was the Piedmont League. That was the Yankee farm team.
Uh-huh.
And when I was about 5 years old, I knew the signals and picture, calls until the bell rang. And that's how we won with the classes.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time, see, the houses, you didn't have any air conditioning. So it wasn't a problem playing outside because it was cooler outside than it was in the house.
Yeah.
So we stayed out on the baseball field. Yeah. And we go to the ballpark. Negro League teams came through town. We would be the bat boy. They give you 50 cents for you be the bat boy. You get 50 cents. And all the broken bats, they give it to you. We take the broken bats, put them in tape. That's how we got our bats. But, we played baseball, and we played, from in the morning until it got dark. Played. Because you didn't have anything else to do at that time. You didn't have no television,
So,
matter of fact, the phones, you had the party line on the telephone. You had a phone in your neighborhood. Everybody in the neighborhood on that block was on the same line.
Yeah.
Yeah, so out there playing baseball, you really got a chance to exercise.
So, what was your first Negro League team like?
Oh, the first team was Kansas City Monarchs that I played. But what happened before I went into the Negro League, 1951, Willie Mays, he was a rookie of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And he got drafted in the Army, 52. There was a guy that lived in Norfolk, and he had played with the Hilldale Giants in 1924 World Series. He was a backup catcher for Sandtop, Hilldale. So he had moved to Norfolk, and he would be the guy that promoted whenever a Negro League team comes through town. He was the promoter.
Uh-huh.
And I knew another friend of mine that knew him. So when Willie Mays was stationed in 53, stationed at Fort Houston, they had to. That's all Mays did was play baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But they played during the week, Monday through Friday, and on Saturday and Sunday, he had his little all-star team. That's how he made his extra money.
Uh-huh.
So they let me go with him. First time I went with him, they had all left-handed pitchers. I think I hit about 2 foul balls. They wore me out. So, and I never forget, we played in Lynchburg during the day, and I got $50 for a game. I said, good gracious, man. I was so happy. I said, get home. I have a good time. It's $50. So then we started. Yeah, so we going to Winston-Salem. So we going on a Sunday. We left Lynchburg to the coming home. We going to Winston-Salem and play a game that night.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, I was out there. I was half asleep. This guy hit one of them line drives, left-handed bally. I was playing left field. Line drive, I had one of them three-finger gloves. Man, that ball knocked the glove off my hand. Ran the ball down. And I told me, said, boy, you got to get you a glove. Okay. I said, I'm going to get a glove, all right. So I bought me one of those. I paid $39 for a glove. Because at $50 that night, you know, I got $100. I got, it wasn't me a glove and some shoes. So I said, I started playing high school ball. I was hit. I could hit. I was strong, but the left-handed pitchers was wearing me out. So the fellow showed me, said, "Look, he's stepping in the box." So he taught me, to step rather than step out, step right into it. I got used to that.
A blast from the past with the coach Michael E. Mayden with Sam Allen.
And then I started. They used to have those trial camps, Pittsburgh Pirates and all the teams. But the only thing they were doing, they come in and look at one or two players, and they wouldn't sign into it. So I had a scout in Norfolk, Dubois. He signed my friend. He went in the White Sox organization. So and I went over to his house. He told me to come to his house. But what happened, the White Sox didn't have that many farm teams. He told me, he said, well, I'm not going to sign you if you go down there. It'd be hard for you to make the team. So I said, okay. But what they used to do in the mountains during that time, see those teams, they had a quota system. Like the blacks, they don't have so many blacks on the team.
Yeah.
They have 3 or 4, 2 of them don't be pitchers, you know. They don't have 3 or 4 on regular. That was like, and then like Pittsburgh, they had a lot of farm teams, but the only thing, Class D ball, which they done away with it, they'd had like 4 D ball teams. Once you play D-ball, the next year, you move up to B or A-ball, you'll have a 2-team. So that means from 4 teams, you pick 2 teams, so that means 2 teams got to go home, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of guys, it was a blessing that we had the Negro League, because a lot of those guys that didn't make it in organized ball got a chance to play in the Negro League. But I went down to Cincinnati's camp in 1957. I went to the minor league camp in Douglas, Georgia. And I was making a good showing. The guy named Bill Powell, he used to pitch for the Birmingham Blackburn. Told us, said, Junior, y'all going to have to find a job. They had an airplane come in from Cuba. They had 50 players. He said that plane comes twice a year. Come in the spring to bring them, come in the fall to pick them up. And I mean, they could play, no doubt about it. I was one of them that got cut, but I had met this guy, his name was Bob Mitchell. He was from Florida. He was with the Monarch. And he gave his number. So he said, look, give me a call. You get cut. So I called him. He said, come on down to Jacksonville, Florida. Be like a fool. I had $25 in my pocket. So I went and got me a $19 one-way ticket. Jack, man, I was in such a hurry to pack. I had my shoes. I had a pair of French trousers. I had them over my head on the bus. And about 20 miles from Norfolk to Suffolk, I looked up there, somebody stole my shoes. So I told the bus driver, hey, man, look, somebody stole my shoes. Crackers. Well, what you want me to do, buy you a new pair? And I'm so mad. I mean, sit down. So we went to bus stop in a place called Lawrenceville.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time, you go in the bus stop, you go in the restaurant. Blacks couldn't go in the restaurant. They had a little hole where you could dishwasher your money.
Uh-huh.
So they got 15 in the rest stop. So by the time they feed all the white people, 15 minutes start loading back on the bus. Now you got a chance. I can stay there and miss the bus. I lose my money.
Uh-huh.
I need no money back. So I got on the bus, head for Jacksonville. So from a Friday night, got to Jacksonville, 12 o'clock Saturday night. When I got to Jacksonville, the Monarchs were loading up, coming back to Charleston.
Uh-huh.
So the man said, but then when I got a taxi, that was $3. I'm down in Jacksonville, Florida with $3. And so the manager was named Dizzy Disville. He was one of the, he was a submarine pitcher. He had been with the Monarchs. Well, he stayed in Negro League for almost 40 years.
Mm.
He was on that team with Faster and all of them that went down to San Domingo.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, well, son, I wish we knew it. We could have met us in Charleston.
Mm.
So I got on the bus and went to Charleston. When we got to Charleston, they were supposed to play the Jacksonville All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
What happened, got Jim Williams, Jacksonville, he showed up with 3 players in some uniforms. So now, Disney said, look, sis, ballpark loaded with people, and you can't let that money go, you know. So, but Disney said, well, what you got, what let you do today? You play with Jacksonville. They go, I don't like to do this, but we can't let this money go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I got a chance to start. First time up, I got a single. I stole second. Next time up, I struck out. Oh my gosh! I got to tighten up because I don't have the $3. They didn't send for me. I'm gonna get back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to call my mama. I know she gonna get me. So the next time up, I hit one over the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, got another hit. And that evening, the manager signed his contract. On Burberry, you beating us anymore. So that contract, I didn't even look at the contract. The contract was $150. So I thought you thought it was $1 million contract. I'm in Jacksonville. I'm in Charleston. I said, now, I got a contract. And they give you $2 a day meal money.
Mm-hmm.
I had 3. I said, now I got $5. And I got a job. And we went back to Jacksonville. And Jacksonville, we went around Fort Walton Beach, heading towards New Orleans. And I guess for about 2 weeks, man, I'm hustling and doing. I kind of got tired. I said, man, gracious, I didn't know this was all this traveling, you know.
Yeah.
Sleep on the bus like.
A blast from the past with the coach, Mike.